Hi, I'm Jonathan Hescock, the owner of Vermont Victory Greenhouses. Our greenhouses are pretty much designed for growing in the off-season, during the winter months. What we want to have is a greenhouse that we build that has all the different parts and pieces in it that will make it so that plants will just really thrive out there. And so now we are building them all over the state with a design that really we feel is holds up well in Vermont and really performs well in the Vermont winter. I just need to have this nice spot where you could go out in the winter and be in the warmth and with some seeds and some green stuff and get your hands into the soil and just smell the blossoms. We had a little building that was we were fixing up for a shop. We thought how neat it would be to put a greenhouse in the back of that. And so that began the whole process of learning about greenhouses a bit more. We said, let's just go and build a wooden frame over a cement floor and then sheathe the whole thing with the polycarbonate. And so that's how it started. When the sun would come out, we would open the door from our shop into the greenhouse, and we insulated our shop quite well. And it was just like, it was like a miracle. Any sunny day, it would just heat the whole building up. It was wonderful to go out there and work. And so we started building them for neighbors. Each one that we built, we found some more things to add to it to improve upon our original design. In Vermont, what's important is that the single pane glass just simply doesn't function well in our weather. It's not, doesn't have the R value, frost up. We've seen where a lot of kits from different companies get ordered, and sure, initially they don't cost that much, but they don't often provide any help or of the systems inside. So people get these kits and they put them up, and they're way too cold in the winter and way too hot in the summer, and they don't necessarily have a watering system or sometimes even a good ventilation system. So the design approach that we have, you have an interior framework. So we're just getting spruce, and then we would apply a preservative on that so that it lasts and stays pretty for just many years. And then you just wrap it with the polycarbonate, which is the double wall 8 mil polycarbonate. It's just a wonderful thing in that it has a UV protection on the outside so that there's no harmful UV rays coming in and affecting the plants. It also keeps the polycarbonate from breaking down. You're talking 12, 15, 20 years that you can get out of the life of this polycarbonate. And then the entire thing, which it's about 3/8 of an inch thick, has twice the R value of single pane glass. You can build it in any shape you want, and often we're putting these against houses or something, and so any shape would work. Plus, you can buy all those materials, other than obviously the polycarbonate, locally. So we are building our own vents. Attached to them are a self-operating wax cylinder, and they're thermal operated. In that way, it gets warmer out, the wax expands, and the mechanism opens and shuts on the vent. All of our greenhouses now come with a fan that is directly wired to a solar panel. Sun comes out, fan comes on, cloud comes over, the sun goes down, and the fan stops. We just have a very simple drip irrigation system that we install with these. So you can hook your garden hose to the outside, or you may have an interior water source that we've put into the greenhouse, and just a battery-operated timer. We make benches that have the sides come up enough so that they can hold a little bit of water, and we put the capillary mats inside so that you can just put some water in the bench and then just put your pots in that bench and water them that way as well. So that you can go away for a month in summer and you can have the thing open and shut automatically and water automatically, and to me that's essential to have a successful greenhouse experience. We build these greenhouses to be quite tight with an insulated floor. You are going to need to have a heater in the greenhouse if you want to keep it above freezing in Vermont in the winter. Most of our greenhouses, we have just an electric heater. Some of the greenhouses that we've been building, we will actually put irradiant tubing into the floor and then connect that to the system on the house. just the practical side, the vegetables and the fresh lettuce and things like that that you can have year round. Our greenhouses are heating houses, they're heating shops, they're heating art studios, any number of really interesting situations that we're putting them into. Simply open the door and allow all that warm, moist air going in. That's oxygen-rich air as well, to help warm that air in your house and to cleanse it as well. Our art greenhouses are very simple. They work well, and you just have to have just a little bit of ability to just grow plants. And what's really neat about it is that it's also, you're growing plants at a time of the year when you really need to experience that sort of thing. I mean, there's nothing else growing out there in Vermont, at least. Going out to the greenhouse and just transplanting some basil in January, it's just a healthy thing, and it can change anybody's attitude and mental health in a hurry when you can just get out there and do that kind of thing.